I am using. The size of AutoCAD while you download it is 2 GB, but after you install it, it becomes anywhere between 8 to 10 GB. Now, talking about the RAM required, at least 8 GB of RAM is required, but if you have the money, you can go for 16 GB RAM. And the most important thing is that AutoCAD doesn't run on displays below 1080p display. So do not get a 720p display. Always get a 1080p display. On 1080p display, it runs barely. But if you have a 2160 display, then it will run really good. The more resolution of the display, the better. Now, let us move on to the next slide. So these are some of the main features of AutoCAD. So first one is status bar. Status bar is the bar you can see here, at the bottom right. The main drawing area is this all full drawing area. You can draw anything here, x and y axis. These are the x axis and y axis. You can also draw in 3D. AutoCAD 3D is also available, but we don't use it more generally. So next is layers. I will talk about layers and modifications in detail in the upcoming slides. So the first one is draw section. This you can see here is draw section. Before moving to draw section, I would like to show you how to convert the units. So this is the command block. Command you just have to type units. You will see two types of units. Don't go for the second one. Go for the first one. This opens a dialog box, drawing units. You have all the types of decimal or engineering. I have kept decimal. The precision, we do not require precision about 0.0 because we are keeping the scale in millimeters. What we will do to this much precision. 0.0 is enough for us. Okay, so this was about the angle precision, length precision. You can all see here. You need to convert the units. By default it is in meters, but converting it to millimeters is for our use, millimeters is fine. Okay, so move on to the line session, draw section. In draw part, we get a lot of options like line, polyline, circle, arc. So you need to draw a line. You can specify the first point. You can go up or you can go this way. Or if you want, let's say a line of 20 millimeters. So you can just type 20 and hit enter. A line of 20 millimeters will be made. After that, the cursor seems to go on until you press enter. After you hit enter, the line will stop. You have to press enter after every line you draw. Like, let us see. If I draw just a random line, it will keep on making lines till I press enter. Once I hit enter, it will not draw any lines. So next session is polyline. So polyline is used for drawing numerous types of lines. So I draw a line. If I want to curve the line, like I want to draw a arc, so I can type the, as you can see at the bottom, arc, we have for arc we have to type A. You can type A or just select arc. I will type A, hit enter. See, I can draw a semicircular arc. It is so easy. You can draw many arcs, means whatever you like, it will give you. You can also draw a circle. When you hit enter, it stops. So the next is circle. Circle, as you can see on the symbol, we have selected center radius circle. So, so the cursor will show you center, and then just drag it, it will show you radius. If you want a circle of specific diameter, you type D, as you can see in the bottom, and specify the diameter. Suppose 20. A circle of 20 diameter is made. It is very easy. So the next is arc. Arc is basically 3-point arc. So you have to specify 2 points, and those 2 points will be fixed. After that, according to the third point you gave, it will make an arc. So let us just select 2 points. First, second, and as you can see, the 2 points that I selected are fixed, and it is rotating along with me. How I select the third point, it decides the circle is made. So the next session, these are the sub sessions. Uh, I'm going to go for rectangle. There are, you can just simply draw a rectangle any way you want. Then next is in the, you can also draw a polygon, but first you will have to specify the number of sides for polygon. Suppose we have to draw a hexagon, so I will type 6 and enter the center of polygon or edge. Inscribed in circle or circumscribed. We need inscribed in circle, so I will type I and hit enter. So as you can see, a polygon is, you can create a hexagon easily. It is as easy as that. So the next we are, after all these points are covered, next we are going to move to modification section. This is an interesting session. Modifications, these are all the modifications. This is move. You can just select an object and you can move it wherever you want. Next is rotate, trim. Trim means you can cut an object. So if you can see, I want to cut this line, I can just erase this line. I want to erase this line, I can erase this line. I want to erase this line, I can erase it. It is as easy as that. After you have completed to erase all the lines you don't need, you have to press enter, or else it will keep cutting lines. Once you hit enter, now it will not do anything. So this is pen erase, that will erase. It is similar to trim. The next is fillet. Fillet is also an very interesting. You have to fillet means it will uh, round off the corners of any diagram you made. So suppose we want to cut the radius. We will type here 2 mm suppose, and we just have to select two sides of triangle, two sides of rectangle, and it will just fill out the fill out it in a circular way. It is so easy. Next part is offset. Offset is this, as you can see, offset is also very useful function. We have to type, it is used like, let me make a line. So suppose you want to move this line up or down, then you use the function of offset. Suppose I have to move this line up by a distance of 10 mm. So I will just type 10 and hit enter. Now I will select this line and go up. As I said, take the cursor up, it displaces the line by 10 mm upwards. If I take the cursor down, it will displace it downward. It is very easy. So this was the modification section. Next is annotation section. Annotation section is used to add text, give dimensions, leader, table. All these are the functions of annotation section. So if you want to add text, you can add text anywhere. Just select an area and type whatever you want. A, B, C. Hit enter, you can expand the session. It is really easy. When you type the text, it gives you all the kinds of options. Like if you want to change the style of how you are writing, you want to change the layer. I will talk about layers afterwards. If you want to add a specific symbol, spelling check is also available. These are all the options available. Now this is dimension section. Before dimension section, I would like to show an example. So suppose we draw a line of 10 mm. Sorry. So we have made a line of 10 mm. Now suppose we want to give dimensions for the line. So we have to select this line. Wait a minute. That command block is coming in between. So this is the pan section. You can move your drawing any way you want. So I will just take it up. Now I'll go to dimensions. Just select the line. It will give 10 mm. So and you can give the dimensions up or below as you want. So suppose we give this 10 mm below. So it shows arrows and it shows the dimensions very easily. So suppose you want to give a particular name to a suppose this point, and there are a lot of objects around it. So you can use the leader. You just have to specify a point, go far from it, and you can make a text. You can write, suppose this point we have to name it as point A. You can do it as you see that. Or you can type any text, it just you can do it everything. Next is a table. Table we don't use that much. I will not go into deep. You can just make columns, number of columns, number of rows. You can select data rows, data columns, column width, row height. You can everything select. This is the table. It can help you create a table like this. Next is layers. So this is the layers type. Layers help you create different types of lines. So you can add layers. Like suppose this is the option to add a layer. Suppose I create a layer AB. You can change the color of the layer of the line that it makes. See, this is very easy. Line type you can change. So to add a line type, we have to click on load. These are all the types of lines that are available in AutoCAD. Suppose we select center. So whenever center click OK, line weight is line weight shows you how what would be the thickness of the line. As you can see, there are many types of thicknesses. You can select any one of these. You can also hit transparency. Transparency value between 0 to 90. The more the transparency level, the lighter the line will be. I will just keep 0. So suppose we have created a layer AB. So you can create a lot of layers. Any number of layers you want. Any color you can give, any line type you can add, any line weight you can add. So suppose I select our layer AB and I hit line. It will draw a line of the color I told you. It will draw the line. So this was the layers. Next is status bar. So this at the bottom you can see the whole status bar. So status bars have a lot of properties. So this is the display grid. So you can see these lines by just you can toggle it on or off. See these are it just toggles on or off grid lines. So next is ortho mode. Ortho mode is pretty useful too. So suppose I have to make a rectangle. As you can see, it is not allowing me to make any type of angled line. It is only allowing me to create 90-degree angles. So this is the use of ortho mode. If I turn off ortho mode, I can create any angle line if I want. But if I keep it on, then I can make only right angles. This is the use of ortho. So the next is isometric drawing. I will come to this later. Next is angle snap and object snap. Object snap basically tells you to see. That is These are all the options available in ObjectSnap. ObjectSnap tells you the endpoint. So if I keep it off, and suppose I will draw a rectangle now. When you zoom on it, see, these 2 points are not connected. For a rectangle, they have to be connected. So it ObjectSnap helps you connect them. Now if I draw it again, it just tells me where my perpendicular line will come, and see, it will give me a green rectangle which tells me that my line is visible. See, now these 2 points are joined. It is used to connect points. There are, see, end point, midpoint. You can also select the midpoint of the line. See, where a triangle is emerging, showing me that it is the midpoint of my line. Next option is the center. Center is only for circle, quadrant, intersection. It can you can take or not take intersection points. Perpendicular. It will show me it will let me draw a perpendicular line, tangent line, parallel line. Parallel, I have kept it off because we don't need it. That was all about the basics of AutoCAD. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.